Now, throughout your career of pressing chords and learning chords, you would bump into a time where, how come I'm not able to press, or I can't produce the sound of the chord, same as what you see in the video clip, or either that your finger placement is correct, but somehow you don't get, you get a buzzing sound or muted sound, those kind of situation. 3 things I want to share with you to look out for when you're trying to press all the chords or any of the chords when you attempt to. Some general advice and ideas. Firstly, your thumb. Yes, your thumb. Your placement of your thumb is considered quite important from a basic start-off point of view. How you should place your thumb on the back of the fretboard should be in the center when you press the chord. When you start to use your, I'm using my right hand to demonstrate, but most of you are left-hander, so your left hand, your thumb placement underneath the fretboard, which is here, should be in the center, around the center. Alright, not on this side all the way or on the other side. The reason why we do that here, right, around just roughly the center here, that will give you a good grip. You have enough energy for your thumb as a pivot for your rest of finger to exert the energy on top of the strings. So if you find that your strings is not pressed, you don't have the energy to press down enough, maybe you have to check your thumb whether it is on this side or this side. Make sure it is around the center. Alright, some of you might have shorter fingers, therefore you might need to move your thumb onto closer to another side so that you can reach for the strings. Some of you have longer fingers, so you are a bit blessed. So you can afford not to move away from the center of where the back of the fretboard is. So that will be the first thing I'm looking out for and checking whether my thumb placement is correct. Some of you might question, like sometimes in my video clips or some other people, when they play a chord, their thumb appear on top here instead of what I was advising at the back of the fretboard. Well, since we have all started with basics and we have know the foundation and work it well, that allows us to move on to a bit of advanced finger placement to play chords that actually utilize a thumb. But because this is a beginner's course, let's stick with the basic first to start off and learn it well before jumping to the advanced mode. So that's the first thing. Check your thumb placement. Make sure that it is around the center, not the top, not right at the bottom. Alright? Second thing, when you're attempting to play a chord, your finger placement, okay, this is considered one of the biggest hurdle you have to learn first when learning to press chords. You will notice that your fingers would try to press. Your achievement of your fingers will always be you're trying to press the strings without touching the other strings using that same finger. Okay, some of you, maybe like me or maybe not, you have fingers that is bigger in chunk, or you have more meat on your fingers itself. Therefore, you will find that when you press strings, the meat or the flesh of your finger will touch the other neighboring strings. So you have to watch out for that. So what you can do is you have to adjust it so that it is like a claw kind of approach. So if you angle it in a certain way, your meat of your finger will touch the rest of the strings. So you have to check for that every time. Let's say for example the E minor, we learned earlier in the video clips. Okay, the finger itself, we're using this middle finger here. When we place the middle finger on the E minor chord, the first string here, you must ensure that when you press it here, this finger won't touch the 6th string and the string below it. So it rings. Okay, and then same goes with the other fingers. Whatever finger you use to press which string, ensure that the neighboring strings, your flash of that finger won't touch it. So that will be one of the hurdle and the thing you have to check out for when you press chords that uses all your fingers. Because if your finger touch it, it would produce the muted sound because of your flash is touching it.